Hey guys, what's up? Handcracked here, and we have done it. We have done the Easter egg achievement for the new map pack, Shangri. Pretty much, I'm going to go through all the steps really fast. First step, obviously, turn the power on. You should all know how to do that. The second step is to do the eclipse. So you need 4 players stand in the middle of the buttons and all press X at the same time. You do the eclipse. 2 people is best for 2 people to stay at spawn in the middle, and then the 2 people to go play the game of Snap. You press X on the temple that you just seen me press X on, and a lot of, well, I think there's 13 squares appear on the ground. Now there's 13 on this side of the ground and there's 13 on the other side. So what you need to do is you and one person looks at a certain symbol, and then you stand off the symbol. Tell your partner what the symbol is, and then they go look at it. Once he's found it, you both stand on the same symbol and it will disappear like that. Now he'll look at the next symbol, he'll stand back off it, and I'll go look for it. You just keep doing that. It's pretty much Snap or like matchmaking, whatever you want to call it. At the end, when you have done all the pairs,
I have no idea what that is.
yeah, you'll see that they're getting out and a crystal appears above the temple. Yeah, and then they just speak to you for a little bit. The next step, once you've done that, is every time you go to do a step for the Easter egg, you have to go into the eclipse. The next step is one of your guys goes to the top of the water slide. The other 3 guys go onto where the water slide leads to. This is, whilst I'm recording this, we are not 100% sure, so this is our first time doing it, that we keep getting it. So you can see we're not like fully organised. Right, the guy's stuck underneath, so 3 people sit on it and the other person slides down the water slide and they get out. As with always, when you've done one of the steps, it goes back into the previous mode, like the non-eclipse. Next step, eclipse again. Just get rid of this guy. The next step is the next stone, which is at the water slide. You can grenade it or you can shoot it down with a ray gun. You will need the shrinker gun. You shoot the shrinker gun at it and you knife it. You can follow it if you want, but it'll do whatever it's going to do either way. Pretty much we want to see what it's doing, so we follow it. And we go up here, up the water booster, and yeah, the goldstone comes up. A little landing pad comes out of the sky into, well, not out of the sky, out of one of the statues, and the stone falls on top of it. That's the next step. And then you know you've done the step complete when that happens. The next step is very, very hard. People will be stuck on your right in that little doorway where the upgrader pressure pad is. You need to go speak to them. Well, you don't need to speak to them. You'll hear them coughing. You need to turn the lever. There's a little circle lever. You need to turn it 4 times to give them air because there's too much gas. And then you need to get the napalm zombie and you need to guide him along the underground. Obviously it's best to have crawlers at the end of each round to do certain parts of like the quest. Anyway, you'll see all the gas goes on fire. That's pretty much all you need them to do. When he does that, you stand next to it. You'll hear them talk. That's when you know you've done it right. They're going to just move, and as always it goes back into normal mode. Okay, so that's the next step complete. The next again step is they're at the waterfall, and you need to block up. There's 4 holes in the tunnel leading to the waterfall. You need to get the spike claymores, lead them, point them to the holes in the wall, and you need to get a few zombies, lure them along there to blow up the spike claymores. You know it's working if he starts speaking. That's when you know that they're doing them right, and you'll see the sticks are in some of the holes. So once all the holes have been filled, you go down to the bottom into the bottom of the waterfall. and there's a little button on the wall. It says don't press X or don't hold X. But if you say don't hold X, obviously you're going to press X. That's the next step complete at the waterfall. Okay, we did up to there within the first day. We stayed awake till about 4 in the morning trying to do this yesterday, and we finally got it complete today. And oh wow, the next step, this is a mega step, and it's really annoying if you can't find one of these little squares. You need to knife 12, I think. I'm sorry if I get the number wrong. I'm pretty sure it's 12 of these little things. Sometimes you knife them, it may fail, but I'm just going to let this video go out, let this clip go along, so you can see where most of these little square pads are at.
That one. Well, I think that's the last one.
Now once he says I think that's the last one, that's probably going to be the last one. Once you've done all the little square pads, you have to go up to the minecart, and there's a little like a little trap set, or some bits of wood. It's like a tent. All you need to do is just throw a nade at it, it'll blow up, and then your guy says awesome, because it's awesome. That's that step complete, and as always, you go back into the normal mode. The next step is the mudrooms. There's a radio that tells you the code for this, which is 13416. If you do not read Mayan numerals to put 13416, just look at the shapes. That's a C line with a dot, that's 16. The next one is just one dot, that's 1. The next one I think is the 3 one in the far left corner. And these doors can be always annoying when you're trying to go one way and they lead you another. Right, next one is the 3 dots at the top, and the last one's the 4 dots at the top. I go right down just to make sure, but it's them 4 dots that you need at the top. That's the only main thing. Your guy says that's it because you've done it, and one more of the balls, the sparkly balls, will appear above the mud huts. Right, the next step, I don't know if it's a step or if it's just to help you. There's a radio, I'll let you listen in on it. Pretty much telling you that you need dynamite. The way to get this dynamite is there are 4 dongs which make the right noise and a lot that makes the wrong noise. The wrong noise will make the golden balls glow up red, and the right noise will make them do nothing. But when all 4 of the right dongs go off at once, you all knife them at the same time and the Activision sign appears above them. Once the Activision sign appears above them, you need the baby gun or the shrinker gun, and you need to shoot a specific ball to get the dynamite. The ball you need to shoot to get the dynamite is the one just outside of spawn where I'm looking. You need to make it nighttime. So you make the Activision sign with the dongs, you make it nighttime, you get the baby gun and you shoot this ball right here. You see the dynamite falls and Woodabout catches it. The next step, and what you need to do again, get the Activision sign and you shoot the golden ball above the mud hut. That will link up with all the other golden dings and it will hit the meter at the top. As soon as it hits the meter, you need to be able to go up to get to it, and you just go to the launch pads, well, the pressure pads. All 4 of you find a pressure pad and stand on it to get the Pack-a-Punch. If you want to know where the pressure pads are for the Pack-a-Punch, I've got another video on my channel, but you should all know by now. It is fairly easy. Once all 4 people have stood on them, the statue will stop and you get up there as fast as you can, pretty much. Just run up. When you get up there, oh wow, the box will not be there. Instead of the box, it'll just be a wall. The person who has the dynamite, or the person who like the dynamite fell to, has to run up the steps, which in this case is wood about. He walks up to the wall and you hold X. I'll let you listen in on what they say.
Alright, here we go. Everybody get back!
Everybody get back. I don't think you need to get back, cause there is no real explosion. It just goes from the eclipse to daytime and the wall has disappeared. Inside the wall is the stone. Now, yeah, stone gives you all the perks, which is pretty fucking awesome. Anyway, if this helped you out, just let me know by it. Send a like, send a comment, just do whatever. But this was a major Easter egg and it took us the best part of like 12 hours gameplay at least. If you like this, just leave a like, send a message, whatever you want. If you need more help, let me know and I will definitely help you. Thanks for watching and I will see you later. Bye bye, bye 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 bye.